Well, hello there, Scorpio. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we are going to take a look at the next 3 months. We have the Spring Equinox this week on March 20th. So it opens up the portal for rebirth and growing new things, planting those seeds that we can harvest later this year. So we'll take a look first at the overall energy, then we'll take a look at April, May, and June separately. All right, let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery, and staying focused. Hold the course. Yes, I'm going to say, I think the next 3 months, the astrology is a little bit kind of chaotic and rocky. And across the board, the messages have been different cards, but the same kind of message. Staying focused on what you want long term, allowing yourself to stay focused on what you want long term and not getting distracted by the chaos that can occur around us in the external world, whether that is on the global front, right? In your neighborhood, in your family unit, with the people you live with or work with. It's allowing yourself to say, okay, I'm allowing myself to have my words, my thoughts, and my deeds in alignment with what I want for myself long term. And some days that will be easy, and some days that may not be quite so easy, right? But knowing that if you're trying to get up every day and setting the intention of what it is that you want long term, you're going to arrive there, okay? Because there is a little bit of an energy of when you allow your energy to stay focused, your spirit guides and angels they kind of have your back, with the Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. They have your back. They're going to allow people, situations around you to become more in aligned with what you want for yourself long term. There is this whole energy right now of stepping into a new. We may not know what the new is yet, right? That's still kind of playing out for us. But at the same time, understanding that our words, our thoughts, and our deeds are creating that reality that we are going to be in the near future. Right? What we are thinking about today creates tomorrow. And what we think about tomorrow creates the next day. So it's allowing yourself to say, are my words, my thoughts, and my deeds positive? And are they also positively aligned to what I want for myself long term? Okay, so let's go into each of wow, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's see what we have here. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have a Scorpio rising, so let's see. There's something that you want. See, you have the Queen of Swords energy here. Staying focused. See how these two cards are the same. Staying focused on what it is that you want in your family sector. Okay, so that could be whether, that you want to, who you want to consider your family, looking at it. And, it does not have to be blood relatives, right? These can be romantic partners, but they can also be that sense of family, can be good friends, right? The community of people that are around you. What kind of relationships do you want to have with the people that you are closest to? Let's put it that way. They do not have to be family members. They can be. But for some people, it's kind of like, who is your soul tribe, right? Who do you spend the most time with? What kind of relationships do you want to have with them? And especially, right, with all the chaos going on at this time, it's allowing yourself to say, yeah, what is really important for you, right? And for the people that you care the most about, and allowing yourself to say, okay, how am I going to get from here to there? Well, that's about your daily routines, right? Your daily habits, your daily mindset, allowing yourself to keep your intentions in line with what it is that you want long term. Yeah, because you have the Magician, you have the Lovers in reverse, and you have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? There's almost this energy of, and you have the Nine of Swords, and then you have the Empress, you know? So this is kind of like, once again, wanting to create. The Empress wants to create the family that she most desires. What does that look like for yourself, right? And allowing yourself to recognize that maybe some of the choices that you have either made, okay, or the people that you have aligned to, all right, up to this point, I think you're kind of like on this precipice of understanding, all right, this is a new solar year. I want to allow myself to not be in alignment with people that don't have the same type of energy, love, and respect for me that I have for them. Allowing yourself to be more discerning with the Queen of Swords. Being discerning. Being more discerning about who you spend your time and energy with. Allowing yourself to say, okay, I want to be the Empress. What does the energy of the Empress, male or female, doesn't matter. The Empress is the energy of allowing herself to attract in everything that her heart truly desires. Are you allowing yourself to make decisions? This is the Gemini energy, but it's also in the old tarot. This is the choice card. Choosing what your heart truly desires. Well, right now it's in reverse. Allowing yourself to say, what is it that I really and truly desire, especially in my soul tribe, family, friends, circle, the people that I spend the most time with. Either do I have those in my life? And if I don't, right, that's allowing myself to say I need to put more of my focus on bringing in new people. Or is it that you want deeper connections with the people that are already in your life, right? And allowing yourself to ask, are they in alignment with what I want for myself long term? Because there's something here about understanding that love is work. Love is hard work. Relationships are hard work. This means that you're aligning to the idea that every day you're taking steps to create deeper connections with the people that you want to spend your time, energy, and love with. Right? Allowing yourself to say, okay, you know, I can totally relate. Once again, I'm a Scorpio rising, right? There are always some people in our life, right? And they could even be just like fringe friends, what I call fringe friends, but, you know, people that are kind of on the fringe of our lives. But understanding that even spending, you know, a short amount of time with somebody like that can drain you of your energy. And when they're holding space in your energy field, then the problem is that they're occupying precious space where you could have somebody that is more in alignment with what you want for yourself. Right? It's allowing yourself to say it's okay. It doesn't mean that that person isn't really a nice person or whatever. It's just allowing yourself to say, I'm being more discerning of who I spend my time and energy with. If it's not, yeah, because you have the Cancer energy here, the Chariot with the Three of Cups. I feel like you're allowing yourself to say, what is it that I want long term? This is not in the next 3 months. This is maybe the next 20 or 30 years. What do I want long term for myself? And what steps can I start taking today in order to manifest, in order to stay on course? There's something about staying on course. Yeah. Because this, I think what you're understanding is that you're holding yourself back. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles, right? It's something that you're fearing, right? The nighttime anxiety. You're fearing something in this, the people that are that mean a lot to you, or the kinds of people you would like to attract into your life, right? There's a lot of Sun, there's a lot of Ten of Pentacles, long-term committed relationships, having each other's backs, right? Seeing the good in each other rather than the negative, right? There could have been people in your life here, right, that are more prone to chaos, to drama, to seeing things in a judgmental way, right? And you're like, wow, that really drains my energy. Instead, I'm aligning to people that see the good in me, and I see the good in them, and we see the good in the world. Yeah. Instead of focusing on the chaos and what's not working, I'm staying focused on what is working. Yes. Having a positive attitude, understanding that good thoughts, good words, good deeds, that is what keeps us in alignment with our highest karma, with our highest self. And I think in April, that's what you're doing. Now, I will have to say, sometimes, we do have to allow ourselves time to kind of like pull back our energy a little bit so we can detox our energy, right? And then we can kind of become more discerning about who's getting back in. It's not that you're saying goodbye to people necessarily, maybe, but you're allowing yourself to be more aware of how people either bring you are positive or negative. And I think you're becoming more aware too of your own energy. Am I being positive, or am I looking how somebody can hurt me? Am I looking at how as somebody drains my energy, or am I allowing myself to see the good in people? Am I being grateful for what they bring into my life? Really kind of important. I think you're just becoming so much more discerning with your energy in April, because then in May, you have your highest self, right? And then you have the Five of Pentacles. This is about understanding you are worthy, right, of people and situations in your life that love and respect you for who you are. But that's also a give that you are also loving and respectful for what they are bringing into your life. Yeah, it's almost like a sense of gratitude. I want to pull one of these chakra cards, because it's almost like allowing yourself to become more aligned to what people, you have a victim. Allowing yourself to see the good in perhaps people, the good in, and that doesn't mean, it doesn't mean that everybody that may be in your soul tribe right now, has been completely positive. But it is a little bit about understanding you can change the energy in connections when you allow yourself to focus on the good in the connection rather than what is annoying you. If you haven't read The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, it's a 28-day journey of gratitude. I find that it is really, truly helpful when we allow ourselves to kind of just focus. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds about the people that are in your life, and allowing yourself to really become more discerning about the energy between the two of you. Because I feel as though with the Five of Pentacles, right, this is a little bit of the energy of recognizing, I feel like you really are. Look at this. Hierophant, the World, the Queen of Swords. I think you're really and truly recognizing that some of the traditional beliefs that you had about family, about friendships, about connections is changing. And when we're going through that change, we can have this incredible upheaval of allowing ourselves to get caught up in the because I oh my gosh, I totally resonate with this. It's kind of like we can get caught up in how other people have hurt us, right? But it's part of the transition, the transformation from going into a one mindset, traditional mindset, perhaps the way that you grew up thinking that family looked, or the way that people were supposed to kind of interact in family situations, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to kind of like let go. Life is a mystery, right? It's like let go, because I feel like your energy, your belief system is changing. You're going into a new chapter. But in order to go into the new chapter, it's kind of like you have to allow yourself to release what you know, okay, about people, situations, whatever. It's this energy, and it's been across the board, I have to say, Scorpio, about allowing the past to be the past and allowing yourself to say, I'm looking at people in a new way. And I'm looking for the good in them, okay? Because I feel like there's maybe been a lot of pain in the past, but when we harbor on the pain, when we continuously retell the story of the past, right? It's kind of like allowing ourselves to say, but then I'm keeping myself in that pain. Allowing yourself to say, wait a minute. I'm going to look for the good in this person. I'm going to look for the good in this group. I'm going to look for the good in my life. Allowing yourself to do that will help you to become more in tune with your new thinking, right? Your new mindset, your new belief system around family and connections. Yeah, because I feel like you're having a major paradigm shift. And it's kind of like you have a Queen of Swords again. So it's finding that clarity. But you can't find that clarity when you're holding on to whatever has occurred in the past. This is really, wow. I feel like for some of you, you are really offloading karma. Okay? Because we have a Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. But it is the energy of understanding that some of this is the karma. You're closing out a karmic cycle with the World card here. Family karma, or karma based around family or family values, or friends and friend values. It's allowing yourself to see there's a whole new way, because I'm telling you, the Ace of Pentacles, you get to decide, okay, what it is that your heart truly wants, especially when it comes to soul tribe, family members. It's kind of like allowing yourself to recreate. Yeah. I feel like you have the milestone, you have the Justice card, you also have the impasse, okay? So the impasse means, okay, you're coming up to, I always say this is like a brick wall. It's an impasse. You could be having an impasse with somebody, maybe even a Libra. But allowing yourself to say, okay, wait a minute. I'm looking for the good in this person, not to overshadow, okay, what has happened in the past. But it's kind of like, is this person what? It's about allowing yourself to be really realistic, analytical about why this person is important to you. And allowing yourself, right, to say, I want balance in my life. Does this person help bring balance into my life? What good, once again, the good, what good do they bring into my life? Is that in alignment, right? Once again, is that in alignment with what I want for myself long term? Sometimes we're in relationships, right? Because we are gaining something from the relationship, but that is not in alignment with what we want for ourselves long term, right? This is the energy of, I'm looking for what I want for myself and my family, my loved ones, the people that are close to me, my soul tribe. I'm looking long term. What is it that I want, right? And then what people are in alignment with that, with the values that I hold dear for myself, right? For the way that I want to be in the world? Who is loving, respectful, and supportive of that, and who is not? Yeah, and I feel like there is something, they just keep saying love and respect, right? It's allowing yourself to say, is this person, right, especially with the impasse, it does not have to be a Libra, because Libra is all about harmonious relationships, right? Balanced relationships. Asking yourself, any relationship that you have that you're kind of reviewing, I think you're kind of going through a review here, asking yourself, what good, right, is this person bring into my life? Is it balanced, you know? And then, is what they are bringing into my life, is it loving and respectful of what I want for myself and my loved ones long term? Because I feel like for some of you, you're going to be able to say no. There could be some people or situations in your life that you're like, that's not, but it's kind of like you may be staying in the relationship because you feel like it's a little bit of codependency, right? Allowing yourself to understand where you're allowing yourself to stay safe, right? Instead of being courageous and allowing yourself to say, you know, this relationship doesn't work, even though they bring this to me, right? But understanding, but it has strings attached, or it's, there's something about strings attached. It's almost like they're showing me this as a puppet, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to say, are there strings attached, or is there not? And asking yourself in your own relationships with other people, do you have implied strings attached, to what you are giving? I think you're kind of really allowing yourself to go through this review, kind of clean out any karma that is not in alignment with what you want for yourself. And by the end of these 3 months, right, it is about understanding you're more balanced. You're going to be able to be more discerning of energies, right? The best way to clean up your karma, good words, good thoughts, good deeds. Just constantly reevaluating what I am thinking, what I am saying, and what am I doing. Is it loving and respectful to myself? Is it loving and respectful to the person or the situation I'm dealing with? Is it loving and respectful to the collective, to the planet, right? Allowing yourself to get super clean with your karma will help you to move through this and to see more clearly, because you have a destiny card here, right? You have the destiny. There is a big prize, right? There's a big prize at the end of this, right? And it's allowing yourself to say, yes, I want to allow myself to move through this, even if it's a little bit difficult, because on the other side of it is happiness, joy, harmonious relationships. If you are struggling in your relationships, it's like allowing yourself to take a look at your words, your thoughts, your deeds about the people in your life, right? And if your words, your thoughts, your deeds are not positive, then maybe it's allowing yourself to say, yes, I'm going to try to be positive, first of all, right? See if I can bring more harmony to the relationship. But if I can't, then it is time to allow myself to say, okay, I need to distance myself from this person or this situation. Even though there's like a a caveat that helps you to stay safe. It's kind of like a caveat. It's kind of like, well, that would be great, but it's so funny. When I was a child, we had a carpool for school. And there were 3 moms in the neighborhood, right? And the moms would take turns taking the kids to school and bringing them back. And one of the moms in the carpool, my mother, really struggled with, I will have to say, she was a Scorpio. She really struggled with this woman. She would be late. She would forget. She would, and my mother was kind of like, yes, to the other woman that did work well in the carpool. She was like, maybe we need to, allow her out of the carpool, and it'll just be the two of us, but we won't have to deal with that. But that was the caveat. It was kind of like, but that means like either you have to, one of us has to drive every morning, or one of us has to pick up every afternoon, or, you do the whole day. It's kind of like, but it's really nice having three, even if she doesn't always, it's kind of like allowing yourself to say, am I allowing myself to stay in some situation just because it's helping me out a little bit? Or is it a truly balanced and loving and respectful relationship? Yeah, that's kind of what you're working on. Yeah. Being truthful with yourself. Being truthful with yourself. All right, let's pull a soul truth card here for some final advice. And Scorpio, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. How does my body want to move today? Yes, when we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. Yes, I feel, Scorpio, when you're going through a period like this, and I have to admit, recently I went through a period like this, and it is really important to be moving, because if we allow ourselves to sit, right, these are the energies that are going to creep in. So if you have been kind of like, feeling a little bit low, allowing yourself, turn on some music that you enjoy dancing to, right? Get the juices flowing. Go for a walk. It's spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. The weather is warming up. Get out there, get some sunshine, right? Allow yourself to move some of this, because I do feel like you're cleaning out some karmic energy. Allow it to move. And the way that we can move it is by moving our bodies, right? And when we allow ourselves to sit, we sit in it, Have you ever kind of like gone on a long hike or something, and you come back and you're all sweaty, and then you just sit down and you just feel gross, right? But you're like, well, I don't want to get up and take a shower, or I don't want to change, It's kind of like, but the longer you sit there, right, the harder it is to get up and go do what is good for you long term, right? Moving your body will be good for you long term. Yeah, beautiful message here. It really is. And the end, right? I mean, you come into summer, you come into the summer solstice in June. You come in with this beautiful, clean energy, allowing yourself to attract in what it is, the people, the situations that will help you long term. Yes. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. It's always so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.